Manga-Waido.
I'm Kazuma Seko. I'm the second-generation president of my family's Western confectionery shop. After graduating from a pastry school, I worked in a hotel kitchen, but I returned to my family's shop when my father fell ill. Fortunately, my father's surgery was successful, and he recovered enough to temporarily return to the kitchen. But my father collapsed at work again, and this time he died. Dad, why?
President, it's too soon.
Dad had always said, I entrust this store to Kazuma, and I was supposed to take over as president. Fortunately, we had a wedding venue and ongoing contracts, so the business was stable. However, I had just started coming to the store, and there was no way I could fill my father's shoes. Kazuma-san, I want to consult with you about adding 20 more wedding flavors for manhwa. How does it look schedule-wise? The previous generation used to accept around 20, right? Oh, really? Well, no. We have other bookings lined up, so it's impossible.
We can't just take on work easily. It will be troublesome for us.
If you don't firmly assert yourself, the venue will get carried away, so make sure you decline properly. Understood. Alright, I refuse.
Man, it's just a small matter. I wish you could make decisions on your own.
I'm sorry. I lost in a competition for a new contract with a venue that opened nearby, and I forgot to send a year-end gift to a supplier I always sent seasonal gifts to, which upset them. I'd been making blunders left and right since becoming president. One day, I overheard the craftsman saying, Kazuma's no good, should we quit already? I clutched at straws and read through the diaries and documents my father kept. I wanted to get one step closer to my father. Cramming knowledge alone didn't help me, and the situation remained chaotic. President, is this going to be enough for the end of this month's shift? We're getting a lot of orders for gifts. What? Oh, we're short-staffed. I apologize.
You managed your shift the same way you always do, didn't you?
I don't know what would have happened if I hadn't pointed that out. I'm sorry. As we were having this exchange, Ito-san, the oldest, followed up with me.
Hey guys! Kazuma-kun is doing his best despite his unfamiliarity. We need to support him!
I'm sorry.
If Ito-san says so. I apologize for speaking harshly, President.
No problem. Please, feel free to point out any mistakes I make. Ito-san is knowledgeable and understands everyone's personalities. After that, I ended up relying heavily on Ito-san, but gradually, the operation started running smoothly. Thanks to you, things have been calming down a lot on site recently. Thank you very much, Ito-san.
No, I just feel like I owe it to the previous generation who took care of me so much.
You've been working with my father since the founding of the company after all.
Yes, I've been in his care since I was in my 20s. I want to continue to protect this store that the previous generation started. That's what I think.
Me too. Thank you for your continued support.
Yes, sir!
However, about 6 months after that, Ito-san's attitude began to change. He began to interfere with management policies that had been in place since its predecessors.
We can reduce costs by changing the wrapping paper to cheaper ones. We should expand the eat-in space more, even if we have to spend money on remodeling.
I think it's still too early for renovations. We don't have much financial flexibility either.
I see. You're not really open to hearing my opinion, huh?
What? No.
I see. That's too bad.
That exchange must have been bad. After that, Ito-san decided to take a long break to use up his accumulated paid leave. Naturally, with veteran Ito-san absent, the worksite was in chaos. Although we managed to get through somehow, the confusion at the site became unbearable, leading to 2 craftsmen quitting their jobs. When Ito-san returned to work after the holiday, I reported the current situation to him.
If you had listened to me, things wouldn't have turned out like this.
Maybe.
I don't want to see this store go under either. My feelings are the same as yours, Kazuma. From now on, I hope you can trust me and consider my opinions a little more.
Understood. Please continue to support us in the future.
For now, we don't have enough staff, so please, hire more people. I'll leave the selection of personnel to you, Manager Kazuma.
Yes. We decided to immediately post a job advertisement, conduct interviews and simple tests, and then proceed with the hiring process.
Yoshifumi Shibata, 52. Is he alright?
Yes. He has experience working in a confectionery store, and the sponges he made for us to try out met our quality standards.
I see. Well, if it doesn't work, he'll have to quit during the trial period.
Yes. However, Shibata-san had become a much more valuable asset than expected since joining us. Not only did he handle miscellaneous tasks with ease, but his food preparation skills were also impeccable, and he worked surprisingly fast.
President, what should we do next?
Huh? You've already finished everything I asked for?
Yes, it's finished.
Wow. Well then, please prepare the fruits next.
Understood.
With a good memory, he mastered the recipe and decoration of the popular cakes in just 2 days. Not only me, but other artisans were also amazed by his hard work. Shibata-san is amazing! I thought Shibata-san was just a dull old man, but he's really efficient. He turned out to be a surprising talent. However, just when I thought so, is that Ito-san and Shibata-san?
Hey, can't you be a bit more sharp? You lack cleanliness. Also, please, be more energetic and lively on the site. With you around, the kitchen feels gloomy and unbearable. I'm sorry.
Ito-san, aren't you going a bit too far?
Kazuma-kun, you're in no position to meddle in my affairs, are you?
I'm the president here!
A so-called president. If it weren't for me, this store would have gone under by now.
I am grateful for that, but
If that's the case, then just listen to what I say without a word. If you can't do that, I don't mind quitting.
that would be troublesome. President, I'm fine. In fact, I do have a gloomy side.
Look, he's saying the same thing. Enough already.
After that, Ito-san continued to rag at Shibata-san, making baseless accusations and criticisms, continuing with petty harassment. I warned him each time, but Ito-san wouldn't listen. We need to do something about this. One day, a request came from the venue that the bride, Misato Sayonji, wanted to order a wedding cake. Oh, that young lady! The bride, one of our regular customers, had been ordering birthday cakes from us every year since her father's time. Let's make sure to be extra careful this time. It seems Misato-san is particular about sweets and has requested to visit for a tasting. The order is a chocolate wedding cake. On the day of the tasting, our most experienced veteran, Ito-san, made and provided mini wedding cakes.
Here. I'm sure even the young lady will be satisfied with this.
But
No good.
What?
The sweetness lacks sophistication. The texture of the cream is also poor, and the appearance is not good either. Do you expect me, who just returned from France, to be satisfied with this level of chocolate craftsmanship?
Sorry.
I will come back in 2 weeks. I hope you can make something that I can truly be satisfied with next time.
Understood. That woman's acting all high and mighty!
But she's an important customer, and it seems she chose us because the venue is in partnership with us.
So what's the big deal?
If our cake's not good enough, we might lose the venue reservation altogether. If that happens, it will cause problems for the venue.
I don't care about that! I'm stepping down from handling that person!
What? Other craftsmen also hesitated, saying, dealing with that young lady's a bit... And in the end, I ended up making the cake. If it was no good with Ito-san's skills, then I wouldn't stand a chance, but I couldn't give up. Every night after closing, I was working on a prototype, and one day... President, it's tough every day, isn't it? Shibata-san, Wait, I thought you already left.
Would you like some help? I'm actually really good at chocolate cake.
Thank you very much. I would be happy to have some advice.
For the chocolate cream you're currently making, try adjusting the proportion of heavy cream slightly. Also, increase the resting time by 2 hours more than what you are currently doing.
By following Shibata-san's advice, I was able to create a cake with a surprisingly delicious taste and texture.
Leave the chocolate decorations to me!
Are you sure?
Despite my appearance, I actually have quite a bit of experience.
So I entrusted it to Shibata-san as he suggested. The result?
Who made this?
Huh?
Call them right away. I want to meet the person who made this chocolate sculpture.
In a hurry, I went back to the kitchen to call Shibata-san. Thank you for waiting. This cake was made by me and Shibata-san.
I'm Shibata.
This taste is just like the one I had in France. Where are you from?
Yes, I was training in France.
Is that so?
No wonder. And this chocolate work, I remember winning an award at a competition.
Yes, it's from when I received an award at a chocolatier competition.
I knew it!
Competition? Award? What does that mean? Shibata-san was a renowned chocolatier who had gained experience overseas for many years.
With this cake, I can confidently serve it to the guests. Thank you in advance on the day of the event.
Yes! Thank you!
I will do my best to make it a wonderful ceremony.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
With those words, Misato-san left with a smile. Shibata-san, you were such an amazing person. I had no idea, and ended up being quite rude.
Oh no! After returning to Japan, I had to take care of my parents and have been away from the field. I have a gap in my career, so I wanted to be treated like a new recruit and keep my background hidden.
I see. But if you have such amazing skills, couldn't you have worked somewhere else instead of here?
Actually, your father was very kind to me in the past.
What? You knew my father? Shibata-san was actually a junior of my father from the time when he was training overseas. My father apparently helped Shibata-san, who was struggling in his first overseas experience, by teaching him about local life.
I am very grateful to your father, but when I heard through word of mouth that he had passed away, I started thinking about finding a new job after taking care of my parents, and this place came to mind first. I applied, thinking that if I could repay even a little bit of the kindness I received during my study abroad, that would be great.
Is that so? I think my father would be happy to hear that you think that way.
I will do my best to repay your father, so please, continue to support me.
Yes, thank you. However, the next morning, when I arrived at work, Shibata-san and Ito-san were sitting face to face with serious expressions. Are they arguing again? But in the next moment... What?
The cake you made yesterday was amazing. I shared the extra one with everybody, and they said it was really delicious. I see. Actually, I've known and acknowledged your abilities for a while now, but if I were to reveal that, then you would become the top of the store. That's why I couldn't say it. My pride got in the way. It's truly embarrassing. Ito-san! Kazuma-kun, as you heard, I'm sorry for treating you poorly too.
No, it's not like that.
The master I respect, the predecessor, he died so suddenly, and I didn't know how to sort out my feelings. No, that's just an excuse. I'm truly sorry.
It's okay. I'm actually an unreliable president myself. Please continue to guide me more and more.
Oh, if it's about guidance, maybe you should ask Shibata-san instead.
What?
I still have a long way to go. I'll focus on improving my skills first.
But...
That being said, I'm not giving up on my ultimate dream. I'll hone my skills and definitely surpass you, Shibata-san. Yes! Let's both do our best!
I'll work hard to earn everyone's recognition soon, so please, I appreciate your guidance. After that, Ito-san's attitude changed, and he no longer takes it out on me or Shibata-san. Quietly working diligently boosted the morale of other craftsmen, and the atmosphere on the site improved significantly. The reputation of the shop also soared, with comments like, "The taste has become even better," and I was grateful for the busy days that followed. And a few years later, the second store was successfully opened.
Yes, it's a testament to the skills of the president and Shibata-san.
Oh no, not at all! Ito-san, please take care of the second store as the manager.
Yes, I'll make sure to run the store in a way that lives up to the reputation of the predecessor, President.
With you, Ito-san, everything will be fine. The main store can't afford to lose either. Shibata-san is currently serving as an advisor, warmly watching over us. That's right, we need to work even harder.
It's a competition to see who can improve their reputation.
After that, the second store entrusted to Ito-san quickly became a popular local spot. The shop that my father left behind is now entering a period of great growth. The seeds that my father planted are about to bloom. Dad, please watch over us.